Hello Doctor Who fans and welcome to another video. As you can see here we had the history of the Daleks Set 12, or aka the Destiny to Daleks set. So this was released last autumn of 2022, and as you can see we have two distinct Daleks from that story. Here we have a Dalek with more lighter grey colour, whilst here we have more black detail. So starting off on the Dalek on the left, here we have well, each Dalek has quite a lot of scuff marks. I was trying to show the detail as much as possible. So you might see a lot of shine and silver, but that's just where they've done the purpose scuff marks. So the Daleks aren't actually damaged. This is actually on purpose. And this has obviously occurred on the base as well. So they try to do it as much as possible. Technically, this adds to the effect on more than one occasion, because if any of you have seen Destiny to Daleks, the props are really, really badly damaged and they're quite rough. So technically, it's quite accurate in that sense, but also they were working in a mining setting, so it works on the storyline and on the prop line. So the one main difference with this Dalek compared to the one on the right, obviously here we have no oval in the centre, which is obviously quite more unusual for the 70s Daleks and 80s Daleks. And further detail also includes that as you can see, the dome lights are more clouded compared to the clear colour that we're used to. In addition to this as well, that the base on the bottom is silver rather than all black. Again, this is obviously another distinct compared to the other Daleks. The only time we've ever seen an upper base that's silver was probably on the Destiny of the Daleks. So overall, it's a really nice design. I do like the colour of it. It's very distinctive, and it's also different from the other Destiny Daleks that we've had in the past. So this brings up the total to 5 different variants that we've actually had. So overall, the Dalek is really nice. As you can see, the detail is obviously quite accurate in every sense to what the Dalek was like. And it's nice to have, again, even though it's based on the Dalek story, but, you know, it's, again, a really nice Dalek to have, and obviously it comes as a pack of 2. So, the Dalek on the right. So again, even though they look very similar, they are actually really distinctive. So some of the differences between this Dalek and the other Dalek was because, again, the pots were quite a mismatch. So each Dalek was pretty much unique. So this Dalek instead has an all black base. So there's no silver top or anything. The rim on the bottom underneath the mesh is also a kind of a glossy black, and the oval in the centre, as you can see, compared to the Dalek on the left, which does not have an oval, this Dalek actually does. Again, another distinct feature as well is that the gun arm has the kind of a gunmetal ball joint for the laser gun arm, whilst the Dalek here has a clear grey colour. In addition to this, whilst this Dalek has a clouded light ears, this one it's a clear compared to clouded, and also has a black outer rim as well. One of the first we've actually seen this actually occurring on one of these Daleks. So there's quite several different differences from the all black base to the Dalek's black rim to the black oval, the gunmetal ball joint, the more clear ears with the black rim. There are really several differences. It's a nice set because even though these Daleks are very similar looking, they're not actually the same. So it's not like we've got 2 grey Genesis Daleks. We actually have 2 more distinct Daleks, which I do like. So overall, it's certainly one of my favourite sets due to the fact that there's so many differentiations between the two. Again, whilst obviously it's a bit odd looking, especially having the mismatch, these are ironically accurate in terms of the story because there's so many different variants as seen. If you've not watched Destiny to Daleks, it's not a standout story. It's enjoyable in some respects, but seeing the Dalek props in such bad condition, it's not necessarily a great sight. But it's an okay story. But overall, it's the Dalek set I actually much prefer probably than the episode. So overall, it's a really nice set. I like all the different features on it. But the one thing I unfortunately hate about this set, unfortunately, is this packaging. As you can see, as soon as you open it, you will not get the Daleks back in unless you open it very carefully and you super glue the plastic back on. But I don't know why they've done this, but unfortunately, I'm not really keen on it so much. So this is how the Daleks will look in future in terms of packaging. It's obviously some people will love it, some people hate it. Please comment below which you actually prefer. But this is how the packaging will be in future. With the rather than the clear window, it's just going to be stuck to the back of the plastic. This is also why they got rid of the background as well. They've gone back to that classic white, also to reduce costs as well. And again, I can also assume probably why they've gone to this is also to reduce further costs. Take into the fact that there used to be a plastic insert and a plastic window. Now just doing this reduces the cost. But overall, whilst the packaging is a bit questionable, the Daleks are actually, I'll certainly recommend getting, because they are actually really nice models, and they're certainly one of my favourites that they've actually done. They're accurate. There's not much bad paint work on them. They're not questionable. Like we've had the Destiny Daleks, have all been really nice previously. So if you missed out the first time round years ago, then I'll certainly recommend getting these now. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll make sure that there's plenty more videos to come. And thank you very much for watching.